What's up, guys? Welcome to the podcast, episode number 14. The person who will be explaining it to us today is
Josue.
And today's topics are going to be about Target, Bud Light, Chick-Fil-A, some stuff about firms, investment firms, and, stuff like that. Yeah, just trying to educate the masses. All right.
Now financial advice.
Yeah. Should have put that here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Anything we say on here is not financial advice. It's just more like common folk talking about, what do you want to call it? Like bar talk? Yeah, it's what we call it. Bar talk.
Locker room talk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, locker room talk. Yep. So we got the drinks for the fun segment, and we took a pre-shot, or a double pre-shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the nerves, man. The nerves. All right, Josue. How's your investments doing?
They're good, bro. I've improved a lot since the last time we've spoke. I still have a lot to go, obviously, but I finally hit some profitable weeks when before every week was just red, bro. But finally starting to see some gains, so that's good.
Nice. You know the Cash App, the green app?
Mm-hmm.
I invested $160 in Cash App because I was gonna do like a savings account, but I was like, nah, I don't trust index funds no more, bro, or anything like that. So I'm betting on myself. I chose not my favorite businesses, but ones that I can leave for a year and then look back at it, kind of like an experiment.
Like,
so far,
you bought shares themselves?
I don't know. I think it might be shares. It's just on Cash App you can use your money that they on there, and they can give you credits basically. But the good part about Cash App, you can just withdraw whenever you want. Like in case of an emergency, something you have to call somebody, hey, I need this and this and that sold or something like that. You can do it on your touch of a button. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'll probably put on screen the ones that I did. No, I can't, because I don't want their brands to be on the channel. But yeah, I could say one of them is Tesla. It's gonna be a long-term one. I'm just gonna leave it there for probably a decade or two.
Yeah, trust in Elon, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. The Boring Company. Have you heard about that? They got a new deal with Texas now. So they're doubling the tunnels in Nevada, the pre-existing ones, and then they're gonna do a program where they're gonna create a more advanced drill. So they want to do 7 miles of drilling per day.
That's insane, bro.
That's crazy. So they're trying to do that. I'm not sure that's even possible.
Are the ones in Vegas up already?
Yeah. They use it only for tourists. So like if you're trying to get inside of the center of the city and out of the center of the city as fast as possible, it works for that. The new tunnels are not. The two new tunnels are for domestic use. So they're like going to the hospital, going to the city hall or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. I can't invest in that because it's not public yet. Or Neuralink isn't either. Neuralink, it's not public.
That'll be crazy when it is.
As soon as it goes public, all you guys, not financial advice, but do it. I would definitely do it. All right. So first topic, Target. Target stock is down drastically, and Bud Light is too. Do you think Chick-Fil-A is next after hiring a new VP for their new DEI program?
They have to be, right? I mean, there's been so much negative feedback to all these companies kind of submitting to that DEI program. But who knows? Maybe it does good.
Yeah. I don't know, man. So I got this on popculture.com. Chick-fil-A and an Atlanta-based company is facing heat over its diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's what DEI stands for. Program. The company announced Tuesday that it is naming Eric McReynolds to post of the vice president of DEI. So I don't know, man. When I see DEI, like I didn't think it was like nothing much of it, because you know how everyone just goes straight up like headlines.
Yeah,
that's what it was first. But I wanted to look into it. What the hell the DEI even means and all that stuff. And the first word is diversity. Yeah. And that's when I knew. I was like, oh, dude.
And then the second, equity.
Equity.
So you're being scored on your diversity.
Yep.
These companies aren't putting up rainbow displays because they want to. Mm-hmm. Because if they don't, they're not going to get funding.
Yeah, that's scary, man.
That's
Especially for schools and stuff. They do it too.
yeah.
Yeah, and then man, do I want to say their name? Somebody. Okay, I'm not gonna say names, but somebody. I had a whole argument about the DEI program,
Hmm.
and they were arguing for it. That it's a good thing. That there's
What
a
was their
DEI
argument?
program.
What was their argument that? What was it good about it?
Uh, their position was that we do need color, and that the market is racist, and the the government is racist, and the way everything is lopsided against colored people. And I was telling her that mindset alone is being racist, because now you're purposely putting you're purposely giving a leg up to colored people over white people. So like if the laws, right, like before they did the DEI program, the laws were there, you can't hire on race, you can't hire on culture, you can't hire on stuff like that unless it's something to do with Hollywood, because they need
Yeah.
people to play roles. But now when you're adding these programs, now you're adding it to the law that you can hire because he's black.
You
You
have
can
to.
hire.
You
Asian.
have to. It's not that you
Oh,
can. It's
Yeah.
they're being forced to hire.
Yep. Another thing. But now it's legal. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, true.
It's a slippery slope. You start here, what's it going to be in 20 years? And not only that, you're pissing off white people. You're segregating them. And it's weird because there's a lot part of this country is white. So you're pissing off the majority.
Yeah.
And then not only that, I would say you're being racist to them. And that person backtracked, obviously, because
Yeah.
it is racist.
Well, I mean, just imagine it the other way around, bro. Like if there was programs for white people or
Mm-hmm.
like that specifically benefited only them,
Yep.
there'd be an outrage. But
Yeah, it would. Yeah, like the black people only colleges, the BEYU. What are those called?
HBYU, I don't know, some shit.
I know.
HSBC.
I don't know. There's a classroom that came out. It was like in Atlanta, where there was a classroom that was only for colored people, color only room or something like that. And white kids would have to leave the room if they talk about a certain subject. The kids would have to leave the room. I was like, what the dude? This is so bad. That no one's writing about this. This is terrible. What are your future plans right now with your friend and opening a new company?
Oh well, we actually don't have a new company. We just day trade. Mhm.
Day trade?
Yeah, and but I guess the goal is to build the account up to each 30, 25K and pull out 15 and start the passive, like get into properties,
Mm-hmm.
Airbnbs or razors, like rent out razors.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's the goal.
I was thinking of if you guys would be into like being an investment firm where you just help people invest their money.
Like just take their money. Yeah, I mean that too.
Yeah. 'Cause
Well,
there's people that don't have time to do
yeah,
investment. That shit
but they
takes
have
a
the
lot.
money.
Yeah. It's
Well,
like,
we've also looked into like maybe even helping people learn, like opening a Discord or something like that. But obviously, that's when we become more profitable and build a name for ourselves. And like right now, we're still struggling and learning, but eventually, that's the goal.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with building experience, man. That's there's people who go into the field without building experience and they get, their teeth knocked in. Same thing like with the podcast, the first 3 episodes, it was a grind. And I even started with 2 weeks like ahead of time. So when I started editing, I had 2 weeks to edit the first episode.
Yeah.
And it was tough, man. It was tough. The coloring.
I bet you went over it like 1,000,000 times.
Oh yeah, dude. I spent over 40 hours just on cutting and like editing on one episode that was like 30 something minutes.
Yeah.
Well, it was hard, man. It was hard. It was even hard to sleep. The first night was hard because I was like, man, I might scrap the footage. That's how bad it was. The first episode and the second episode too. But once I got to the third one, it started becoming a little easier, and then it became more of an equipment thing. And then I started changing equipment, things like that, and then it became a location thing. Got the location, and then, my girlfriend told me this in the beginning. She was like, once you feel like you're figuring something out, like you pass a hurdle, you find another wall, dude, and it's
Yeah, I mean, next leg up.
yeah. And I didn't believe it at first. Like, man, once I do this, and everything's gonna be kosher. Hell
No,
no! Now
yeah.
I'm never gonna say stuff like that anymore because I'm constantly eating my foot.
Yeah.
But
It's that euphoria of like, oh, I did something right, and
yeah,
then the realness hits you, and you did not do something right.
yeah, man, it's tough, man. These are the top five biggest firms in the U.S. So that's I asked if you wanted to be a financial advisor or you and your friend because the biggest like these firms are huge, man. Look at this. Okay,
Yeah,
so
bro. It's
starting with
insane.
number one, this is just in the U.S. So this isn't like China, Russia, other parts of Europe and something like Swiss Bank or something like that. This is BlackRock, $8.6 trillion in assets. The company has been a proponent of ETFs and has gained popularity through its iShares funds. Number two, Vanguard, $7.2 trillion in assets. The company lives by a mantra of lowering prices and allows investors to keep more of their returns, and customers have responded by flocking to Vanguard in droves. Number three is Fidelity Investments, 3.9 trillion in assets, offers a variety of mutual funds. There you go, the mutual funds
Yeah, that's what I
for the
invest in.
and then the benefit of all types of investors. Is it mutual funds like the most least risky or something like that? That's what I
I mean,
heard.
if you do long term, like if you do a Roth IRA
Mm-hmm.
over 60 years, you'll get a 8 to 12%, and it's at least if you put in $100, like a mil. It depends, but if you put in a lot, then
You get a lot
the
of
compounding interest just
yeah. That only works if inflation doesn't go crazy, right?
yeah, I
And
guess.
then also the people holding your money.
Yeah, if they're making bad investments. That's what happened to Silicon Valley.
Imagine having a mill. It's like, look, babe, I put 10K in. I got a mill right now, and then,
Yeah, and that money's not even there. There's
and then the wife is just like, "I'll call my parents. We're moving into their place." All right. Number four, State Street Global Advisors, 3.5 trillion in assets. State Street was one of the first proponents of exchange traded funds, and manages one of the most popular ETFs, if not the most popular.
that's what I
The
trade.
That's your trade.
That's what I trade.
Oh,
Spy.
okay. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF SPY for short. This exchange trade funds tracks the Standard and Poor's S&P 500 index. State Street manages many funds under the SPDR brand name that focuses on a variety of sectors, allowing investors to gain access to many areas of the market. So you said you do the which one? The exchange traded fund.
That's what I trade.
Can
But
you explain that?
I trade options. So that's like a ETF. It's like a big pool of money by the top 500 companies.
Hmm.
But obviously, it's owned by Street Global. I didn't even know that, to be honest. But I trade options on SPY. It's like a stock you can buy as well. Like
Oh,
if you
so you
want
can
to,
bet on the company trading money.
no, you just bet on their money, basically.
But what is their money? The money that they're holding for someone else?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a guy who holds all the money.
Yeah, it's like a big firm that it's like a big pool of money of
Hmm. Okay.
like 3.5 trillion. It's like a big pool of money that gets traded every day.
Okay. And what do they do with the money? The street. Do they also they focus on investing it, or do they just try to keep it non-risky as possible?
All these companies,
Yeah.
all these companies, they they own everything.
Hold on. Let me do one more. Number five. JP Morgan Asset Management, 2.5 trillion in assets. Among its targeted advisor groups are other financial institutions, governments, pensions, businesses, and individuals. Okay, so that was the five. Obviously, the big outliers are BlackRock and Vanguard. Vanguard saying about the whole like for lower prices and everything. I don't believe that shit. That sounds like a marketing scheme or something. But the BlackRock, I've heard a lot of bad things about BlackRock. I mean, on Tim Pool's podcast, on PBD podcast, on Joe Rogan podcast, on all the podcasts I've ever followed. Even Andrew Schultz, who's a comedian, he also started saying some negative stuff about BlackRock. What is your opinion about these crazy numbers and companies that own all this money? Well, not own it, but they have control of this money.
Well, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole.
Who runs the world?
Yeah,
BlackRock, Vanguard, Fidelity,
But-
State Global, JP Morgan.
I don't want to, but these companies do own the food we eat, the medicine we take, the airplanes going across the world. They literally own everything, and they're gonna own all the homes. They're buying up all the single family homes in the United States, which should be a concern because that means
Renters.
we're gonna be a renters nation. So I don't know. They're playing the game of Monopoly in real life, and they're winning.
Yeah, okay. Imagine they're the people that starting off the game. Like if you're born and raised, I don't know, in Montana or something. You're 18 years old. You're an adult, just graduated high school, and it's like summer break. Summer break. You're about to get your first job, and if you're trying to compete for a company like BlackRock, in your entire life, even if you had multiple generations, you're not gonna catch up. So basically, saying that they're at a level that's unreachable.
They own 90% of the media. Think about that, bro.
Like Bloomberg and all of them,
Think about it. They own 90% of these people that fight each other every day. They're owned by the same company.
Yeah, it's scary, man. That's scary. That's why I really follow the independent companies, like people trying to do, like I don't like how Joe Rogan got signed by Spotify. Personally, didn't like it because I was like, dude, you could have created your own.
You
know
think
what I
he's silenced himself like that though, to the point where he probably could have done better by himself, or
I think he could have done better. I mean, they were gonna give him, okay. First of all, they gave him like they said like a $500 million for 5 years, something like that.
I don't even know his contract.
It was 3 to 500 million was the rumor, but a lot of people are saying that's probably leaning between right in the middle of both, because he was earning that much in YouTube. He was making like 300 mil a year.
Damn, bro.
Because he was sponsored a lot, so a bunch of people didn't know this, but he had a bunch of things that were sponsored by him, or he had like discount codes that people would use, and he was averaging a ton of live viewership. His live viewership was higher amongst it than everyone else on the market. I think it was somewhere around, at peak was 15 million people live viewing.
God damn.
no one can come
insane,
close, bro. Then when he obviously joined Spotify, it dropped, because when he was on YouTube, he was live on everything, so all those numbers compounded into one. But now it's on Spotify, he's just by himself, because he can't lease his what's it called, his
Rights.
yeah, he can't do a podcast anywhere else basically. So when he went on Spotify, I stopped following him, dude. I just watch clips now.
Swear.
Yeah, dude, I don't like Spotify. I tried it, all right, I tried it for a month. Spotify is not my thing. It's not, man. And then
Yeah, it's all right.
dude, have you heard, so like looking at these trillions, right? Just trillions. 8.6 trillion is the highest. What do you do when you're at that point with that much money, man? Like,
You run the world.
But what do you do? Like,
Bro, and it's probably, the number is way higher. Think about it. BlackRock owns a majority of the stake in Amazon and Meta. Jeff Bezos, if he wants to make a decision, he has to ask BlackRock first. Like, and if you look at the top holder in Vanguard, it's BlackRock. And the top holder in BlackRock, it's Vanguard. So
they own each other?
Yeah.
Are they married or something?
Yeah. I don't know, bro. It's,
Probably gave Vanguard to his wife or something. Here, use that company. Oh, damn, you're doing good.
yeah, I don't know, bro. It's weird.
Yeah. It's scary, man. It's scary, dude.
Yeah.
Man, I just really hope that there's this guy named Ian, a hippie on Tim Pool's podcast. He's talking about freeing the software. Have you heard of that saying?
Mm-mm.
Freeing the software is basically saying, imagine a big company the size of YouTube being free for everyone. So
Is
you
it
can
not?
say anything you want,
okay.
whenever you want. The ads doesn't matter because it's free to everyone. Yeah. Everyone can use it. Basically becomes kind of like a street,
Yeah.
As long as you abide by the law, then anything is permissible on there.
Like how YouTube used to be.
Yeah. Oh, man, old YouTube. Man. I'm sorry for all the kids who just like just started getting into YouTube, they have no idea. There was murders. There was obviously there was unlawful things on YouTube, right? You take that unlawful stuff off, but then they took another like giant leap and then another leap and then another leap and then dude, you have to do this thing called self-censoring. You know that term that they use in Russia a lot. They said that they self-censor themselves so much at a point where they don't even notice they're self-censoring. So like there's some words that in your head you're conscious of, but like I can't say, like the N word or this and this and that, right?
Yeah.
Those we automatically self-censor now. But now they're gonna make us uncensor other stuff like the R word, or I don't know what's the new ones. Even the G word, saying the G word to some people and the way you say it, the way you frame it, could come off as the N word to them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna keep escalating until someone says, you know what, screw it, everything's free.
I don't know, bro.
Hopefully Twitter does it, man, because Twitter said they're gonna make a whole something like this.
But did you see who they hired as their CEO?
Yeah, I heard some about it. Do you know more about it?
I heard she used to be with the World Economic Forum, like a chair at the World Economic Forum.
What's the abbreviation for that?
WEF.
WEF?
Yeah.
WEF.
So I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, man, it's scary. What's going on with him? I don't know, man. Because also the Daily Wire's videos got taken down. The one video called "What's a Woman," they got taken down off of Twitter.
Matt Walsh.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. Twitter's in this weird space where like Elon Musk is trying to make it free, free speech. But the thing is, not the world has free speech. So Turkey was one of the people that fought him. They were saying people are not allowed to say this, this, and this, and this on the platform, but you're allowing them to say it. So either you make everyone in the world abide by our rules, or you're cut from Turkey.
That's stupid.
So he did. He gave in. Not only that, I think France. I might be wrong. There was another European country, big country. Oh no, it wasn't France. It was the EU, the entire EU. My bad. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like a big country. I thought France, but no. The entire EU fought Elon Musk. This week. Yeah, this week he found this week about adding a bunch of censorship.
Damn.
Because they have hate speech now. By law, they have hate speech. So
Canada?
you can get arrested. Wait. No, in Europe. So now.
Why does that even exist, bro?
I know. So now either you cut off all of Europe from your app, or I mean you have to, right? If you're about your principles, you have to cut all of Europe.
Yeah, I mean
you gotta do it, man. I mean, make Europe make their own Twitter.
But Elon did buy Twitter like way over value, so yeah, maybe he really has to do whatever it takes to like make it squeak by. Then he'll like transition to like fully free speech.
Might be that's why he got that girl, the World Economic Forum girl.
Maybe he'll owe some money to some people.
BlackRock.
I don't know, bro.
Conspiracy, guys. Conspiracy. What's up with Bitcoin? What do you think about it?
I think Bitcoin will be in the 100,000s, if not millions. Like, I don't have a time frame for it, but that's my opinion. I think it's gonna be good, like insane.
I was talking about this with my girlfriend, or I don't know who. Oh, my brother Brian. I was telling him this, that I heard this really good idea from this economics expert. He was saying one of the best world currency that can possibly be made is a digital currency backed by gold.
How would that work though? Like,
so think of it this: imagine a giant bank, right? More like a security place that just protects the gold that's in the market of, let's call it, what do we call it? Tabletop money or something like that. TT. Titty. We'll call it titty. And you have a security place. They buy all the gold, so that's how much it costs per, the value of the gold. And then depending on how much gold there is, That's how much value their digital currency is valued.
Kind of like how the dollar used to be.
Exactly. But
Wow.
digitally. So you can't walk around, carrying bricks of gold and shit.
Yeah.
You just carry out vouchers that go to that gold.
Or a USB that that has the crypto on it. You
No,
take
I
the
heard that's a
gold.
bad thing, bro, because people just get robbed like crazy with that thing. And in Europe, they do that a lot.
It's a private transaction though.
No, I'm talking like they rob you. They just take your
Yeah,
Your-
your gold and your
yeah,
and your crypto.
and your crypto. I would go by that. That way, and also like figure out some type of way where you get enough countries to go together on it
What do you mean?
instead of like one. So like how the dollar is being it's a monopoly, for us.
Yeah.
People, buy our debt. That's what
Yeah.
we're doing nowadays, because they know it's gonna keep going up. What do you call it? Shorting? They're shorting our debt.
Mm,
So
Yeah,
what I'm saying is, have enough companies, world countries. I would say our best friends are what, the UK. I mean, I don't trust UK. Never mind, they're too far away. I'm gonna say Canada, Mexico, and the US. The only reason why I'm choosing Mexico is because they're our number one trade partner.
Yeah.
If they go out, we go out. I mean, they're basically that nagging little brother. But if he dies, you feel like that part of your world is gone.
yeah.
That's Mexico. Oh, perfect timing. So Mexico's kind of like that nagging little brother. It brings joy to your life. It's annoying, but with him gone, it's quiet. You know what I mean? You go crazy or some shit. And Canada is kind of like that older brother that just did a bunch of stupid shit and he's just constantly asking you for help. And we're like in the middle, And
Yeah.
they're our closest. They're literally our border. I trust them the most. Well, what do you think? What do you think about that idea? The back gold between those three countries, like the Amero dollar.
Who would it be? Canada, just North America, like Canada, Mexico, and us.
Yeah.
I feel it'd be too weak because it would just be us. Like,
No, but other people can just use our dollar like they use now.
like trade with it.
Yeah. Because we're big markets. Like Mexico's getting huge. Have you seen their upside lately?
Nah, I
It's
haven't.
huge. People are buying into Mexico like crazy,
I swear.
like hotcakes. I
don't
need to
believe
do a
it, bro.
Mexico video.
Maybe in like Cancun or
It's
Puerto
'cause,
Vallarta or something.
Mexico has a top 5 proven lithium amount as well now too. They say it might be number 1 in lithium, but it's not mined. It's not even
Touched yet?
touched yet. It's near the border of the United States actually. What I heard is this is still going on behind closed doors. They don't even want to make announcements about it because there's a lot of fighting going on, murder, killing, and it's not near a town either. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's no roads there, nothing. So
Desert.
yeah, it's just desert, and the Mexico government is trying, to mine it and stuff like that. They're trying to buy the land and make it federal land and mine it for themselves. And there's a bunch of private people trying to buy that area as well. And then China owns part of the area when the U.S. is buying. So it's kind of like how Mexico just sells a bunch of their land off, like their acres, to around the world.
I didn't know that.
So now when they found out that there's lithium there, they're trying to take it back.
Idiots, bro.
And then the narcos are like right in the middle of all of this and being like, you know what? I don't care about who owns what. You have to pay me the toll to get in and out of this.
Imagine, bro.
Bro, it's
The Chinese show up like.
Oh, bro.
No.
There's a whole pueblo of Chinese in oh man, what part of Mexico is it? It's oh man. They're all the manufacturers. So like Trump and Biden put a bunch of tariffs on China for their, shipping and selling stuff
Trade.
to the US to trade. And what China's trying to do is buy land, warehouses and stuff in Mexico, move their stuff there, their headquarters and manufacturing, then move everything upwards. So they don't have to pay for the freights, the freight ships. They don't have to pay for any of that stuff. And also, I didn't know this, there's a huge risk when you ship things over the ocean. I didn't know it was a big one, but I guess it's big. I think it's like 90% of the stuff is safe. So 10% can fall in the water or, get lost, get stolen. All kinds of stuff can happen. So you have to pay out of pocket. So
10%
it's cheaper.
for you.
Yeah, I think the U.S. owns the monopoly on that insurance thing for ships. Another monopoly, but so Mexico is the best option. So China's buying now. They already moved 30 big companies there. One of the big companies was the people who make what's the name? The company who makes computers and laptops and stuff for China. Lenovo. Lenovo moved their headquarters on there, and a few other companies. They made a deal with 30 companies to make a town. And it's gonna be closed off. It's just only for manufacturing. That's it. Nothing else. So, and it's already been built. There's 5 companies already built and already manufacturing there. That's Chinese, ethically Chinese, no Mexicans, just Chinese. So we're gonna have a little Chinese state in Mexico. Yeah, a turf war. Dude, the turf wars are gonna be crazy. You're gonna be seeing Chinese flags wearing trocas versus some Mexico flag trocas. And then the Mexico government right in the middle trying to stop both of them from fighting each other. But yeah, that's happening there. So that's why I say Mexico is like a big one because everyone's trying to move there.
I didn't know that, bro. That China had land in Mexico. It's kind of scary.
Yeah. Oh man, there's so much stuff that I watch and read. But okay, so Bitcoin, the government using CBDC, central-based digital currency, as their currency. For an example, according to a report by Bitcoin.com, as of November 2022, 81 countries are exploring the possibilities of launching their own CBDC. Countries that have launched their own CBDCs include India, Singapore, Norway, Sweden, Israel, and Nigeria. Additionally, several countries are in the pilot stage, or preparing for the possible full launch, including South Korea, France, Tunisia, Jamaica, South Africa, China, Canada, UAE, and Uruguay. And on the map, you'll see there's the what is this called? The legend. But look at the U.S. The U.S. is at the research phase.
Oh hell no,
bro, man, it's because our dollar is valued so much. We don't notice how much our dollar is valued, but it's hella valuable. Like you go to China, it's like $100,000 for a bag of chips, or yuan, or yen, or something like that. Same thing in Korea. It's like 10,000 per dollar or something like that. It's weird. So what do you think, man? Look at this crazy ass map, and the people who already have a CBDC, like India.
Well, this is why I think Bitcoin is going to be so big, bro, because CBDC is basically crypto. It's the same technology as crypto, the blockchain. And the whole point of crypto was that it was decentralized and you could enact private transactions. But now in the name, it literally tells you it's a centralized bank. One bank knows every single transaction you make. Everything. Everything you buy on Amazon, when you go to the store, everything. And that's why I think the market for crypto is going to grow if we do transition into that.
Yeah, the CBDC, man. I wish we could man. Because imagine if the government does do a CBDC for America, what does that happen to Bitcoin? Does that push them out, or are they going to use Bitcoin?
I think if our dollar drops in value, crypto has to go up.
Okay, so you're saying if they do a CBDC, the value of dollar is going to drop.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean. Man, dude, I don't know, man.
There would be
the paper being gone, right?
Yeah, there'd be no paper.
The paper's gone. I mean, no one likes the paper.
Yeah, it would be crypto, bro.
Technically, it already is kind of digitally, because it's by bank. You never really see the cash amount unless you're paying an immigrant for some corn or something like that for the street. But the whole making it purely digital, it's confusing because we do a lot of things already with digital stuff, as I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
it's
just a matter of privacy, bro. Imagine.
Yeah, so what if they pass a CBDC that's private? It would be what, a PBDC?
What do you mean that's private? Private to what? Or to who?
Away from the government. So it would just be banks, kind of like it is now.
What do you mean?
So all the money would be digital, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the cash that hardly anyone has.
Literally.
Yeah. So that cash is just purely digital. If you want to buy something, anything like that, you digital it. if the other person wants to get, that digital in some illegal form or something like that, you can probably just give them like a gift card or something.
Mm.
Like a Cash App card or something like
Yeah.
that. They could pull the money out through there or something. But if they make it digital, but the government can't see the transactions, only the banks can see it.
Well,
Kind of like they
then
have it now.
then you have to think, aren't the banks the government? Because the banks own the money and.
The government prints the money, but they're not in charge of of the holdings of the money.
Do you really believe that?
I do and I don't. I know that the FBI and the CIA has bigger access to information than what we are led to believe, and it used to be a conspiracy, but now it's fact that
Yeah.
that they do that.
Did you hear about the 3 whistleblowers that just came up?
The ones that are on CBDC, PVD podcast,
Yeah, those.
CBD podcast. Yeah, what about it?
That's wild.
I didn't get to watch the video. I was at work, so
I watched
and
some
then-
of it, but I had to go to work too. But
Fuck.
but I just seen, bro, they like testified and everything against.
I hope they win, man.
Yeah,
Soldiers out there.
that's brave.
Yeah. All right. So you're saying Bitcoin, right? You're seeing all this. You're like, okay, Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin's the one that did the research for this.
How do you mean?
It's on Bitcoin.com.
Oh,
the map.
okay.
Okay, the map is from Source Atlantic Councils. That's the source. Give credit to them. All right. So, are you worried at all about the world and how it's shaping to be in the near future?
I mean, yeah, but we have to be optimistic, right? But there's a lot of things that we should wake up to and try to improve as a society, but we'll see how things go.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't always be doom and gloom, right? Because then you're like,
Yeah, you're just bound to let it happen.
yeah. Yeah, I guess that's like another good like proponent about having podcasts and stuff. It get people's voices out and stuff. And then when you start seeing kind of like those 3 whistleblowers, if PBD podcast didn't exist, where would they go? Like a news channel?
Yeah,
Bro,
right.
really?
Maybe go kick them out.
BlackRock owned it. Bro, imagine you go to Fox News to talk crap about BlackRock. They're like, obviously, they'd be like, no.
Yeah, like
Where do you go after that? Like, you make a YouTube video and then the YouTube just pulls your video out too? Yeah, podcast, man. They're the shit, man. The podcast is the next thing, man. And all right, so we're gonna go into our fun segment, guys, but we're gonna take a little break. What's up, guys? We're back and we got the limes out. What cam should I put up on both? In case one looks better than the other. Got the limes and lemons. We got Jose Cuervo Tradicional. We got Bucanos Deluxe. It's big.
the handle.
Galon de leche over here. Oh, man. And then we got Patron.
The pre-shot right there.
Yep, that's where we took the double pre-shot. The Centenario Anejo. And yeah, these are brand new, so it's game time. All right, so what we're gonna do today is a spelling bee, 3 words each, pretty difficult, and then at the end we'll do 2 mystery words at the end, 1 each, and then every time you get one wrong, you got to drink, and let's see where this goes. Special person made this for me. Here we go. So to the podcast, they're gonna see just slides, but to us, we have to slide it. All right, so the spelling bee. All right, Josue, your first word. Salubrious.
Salubrious.
Yep, salubrious.
SEL. OUBRIUS.
You were wrong like 4 times there.
Oh, I swear.
It's SALUBRIOS.
Damn.
OUS.
What does it mean?
Don't drink your shot yet. It means healthful. What the?
Salu.
Yeah. When
Yes, that makes-
salubrious. So next is me, obviously.
Bro, what? This is easy. All right. Engulf.
I know the word, dude. Like, engulfing something in
Yeah.
a certain thing. But I don't know what it starts with. Engulf or engulf? Can you use it in a sentence?
You just used it in a sentence, bro. What do you mean?
I want to hear you pronounce it.
The shore engulfed the boat.
Oh, man. I can be either be way off or really close. ENG. Oh, thank God. That's the hardest part. No, it's not. Damn, here we go. UL. Dude, it's either an F or PH, man. It's either F or PH. It's either F or PH. I'm gonna say ENGULF. No way. You
Yeah,
lying,
bro.
bro. There's no way.
That's an easy ass word. What do you mean, no way?
Dude, that was PH, man. In my head, I was like, dude, it's
Yeah,
gonna be
right,
PH,
bro. That's an easy word.
Swallow up. Swallow up.
Come on.
I'll take a shot with you. Oh man, it was hard to spell, but
The easy word, bro.
what do you want?
Your girlfriend rigged it.
With the Centenario?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's start this off right. All right, this is first time opening it. All right, ready? Let's do this. Salud. All right. Next one. Next one for you, Josue. Bro, I don't know what this is. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Some bullshit, bro.
Okay. This is what it means. Depict or described in painting or words. Depict or describe in painting or words. So just you describing something, basically, in a painting or using words. Okay. Lin.
Limb?
Lin. Bro, this is hard. Bro. I ain't gonna lie, might be the hardest.
Limb?
No, the first one was harder. First one was
Limb?
harder. Yeah.
Is it
I can't use it in a sentence though, because I don't even.
limb? Sounds so weird, bro.
Yeah. Lin.
I'll go with L Y M N.
Damn. Damn, bro, you were like this.
What?
Bro, it's LIMN, bro. How did you get the MN part?
Because I thought of like him, like from the Bible, like hymns.
Oh. All right. So this is my turn.
Yeah.
I'll turn this towards you. All right. Here we go. Easy work. Let's go.
The definition is accustomed to something, especially something unpleasant. The word is inure.
In in year. What does it mean again?
Accustomed to something, especially something unpleasant.
Okay, so you're accustomed to something unpleasant. In your INNURE. Bro, but I don't know the way I can think of spelling that. Or, no,
Bro, you were
no.
you had it right, but it's only one N.
Bro, I thought it was one of those things, where there's two N's, man. I thought it was an N and then your.
In and your.
Yeah, it was
Inure.
Bro, I
Damn.
didn't want-
Both
I
of
already
us,
know.
bro.
Damn, that one's
bro.
hard, man. Accustomed. I'm never gonna use that word, bro. Just delete it off the.
Centenario again?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Let's do Jose Cuervo. Tradicional. Cristalino. Right. Oh.
Nice.
Also, first time opening using this bottle. Bro, that sound was gorgeous.
Damn, bro.
Salute to our, was it Arizona education system. Woo. Okay. Oh.
Bro.
Bro, just get the shout out, bro. Just get the definition is sweet, pleasant to hear. Sweet, hold on, I said that wrong. Sweet or pleasant to hear. Bro, can you say this?
What is it?
I don't even know how to say this. Can I put the volume up or something? Oh man, I don't know how to say this. Mellifluous. Oh no, hold on.
Mellifluous. Mellifluous.
Yeah, mellifluous. Yeah, you're right. Damn, how did you know?
I feel like I've heard this word before.
You probably got it straight from the spelling bee.
What is it again?
Mellifluous.
MAO. IF. LOUS.
No. It's MEL. And then another L. IFLUOUS.
Yeah.
That's an impossible word, bro.
Yeah,
Bro.
bro. Like, who's gonna guess that?
Bro, you had some two hard ass words.
Bro, whoever made this is
They probably based it off my education level. That's not fair.
yeah, bro. You got in golf and
In your
crayons. You got all the easy words.
you got
bro.
and bro, I'm feeling
All right.
buzzed. What is that? We got 3 shots in now? Well, 4. We're on 4.
Four.
We're on
Yeah.
4.
All right. The definition is characterized by bitterness or resentment. The word is rancorous.
Okay, what are we drinking this time? Bucanas?
Nah,
Okay, say it. Pronounce it again.
rancorous.
And what is the definition? I forgot.
Characterized by bitterness or resentment.
Okay. Rancorous?
Rancorous.
Rancorous. R A N. I'm gonna go crazy here. I'm gonna go a little Swedish here. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna say GK, but no. I'm gonna go just K. So rank. URIST. There's no way I got that right.
It's not even close.
I knew it. Man.
It's so much simpler than you made it.
That is so far, bro. I was putting a different word.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cheers.
That one's gonna be the one to mess us up, though.
Is there any piece of advice that you would give to yourself when you were younger? That not regular advice, but like life advice. Like if you were like to go back in time and you had 10 seconds to tell your young self, like I would say 8 years old is supposedly what you're gonna be for the rest of your life, mindset wise. So at 7 years old, you go back in time right now, you got 10 seconds to tell that 7-year-old one thing. What would it be?
Find the truth. Learn how money works. Don't give up.
Don't trust BlackRock.
Yeah, don't trust.
Don't trust BlackRock. Don't trust BlackRock. Just get pulled back.
So 2 guys in black suits just pulled me in.
BlackRock.
But yeah, bro, I would say that. Learn how money works.
But it'd be really funny if we already invented a time machine, but it's owned by BlackRock.
Bro,
So no matter how you change time, they just change it back to when they're number 1.
did you hear about? Do you know about BlackRock's like supercomputer?
No, no, no. What is that? What is
Bro, so they have a supercomputer that's like the size of like a room, bro. Like it's the size of a building.
that? Mm-hmm.
And that supercomputer like is basically works on an algorithm and manages their money for them. Bro, yeah, it's like some matrix shit.
So it's kind of like AI looking at curves and determining.
What to do with the money.
Yeah,
The
and not only
8
that,
trillion.
since we're humans, this is one thing that people forget. Humans, we do a lot of things in what's that called? In like reoccurring events. What's that word called? When you do the same thing over like a routine.
Mm.
Humans are routine animals, mammals. That's what we do all the time. We live by routines. We're always gonna be a routine type people. And that the AI can. This is obviously my hot take about it.
Yeah.
I think the AI can legit study our routines, like human as a species, and determine exactly what we're gonna do, when we're gonna do it. Like up to like the second you're like, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat a snack. Then they put an ad in front of you the exact second. Some people are looking at this like, bro, that's so wild, dude. That's
But
so wild, bro. That's so wild. But you don't go into you don't. The person that would think that is how deep do you go into your own mindset, and not just your mindset. You think you're so different. That's not true. A lot of us are kind of the same.
bro, how many of us had a conversation about something and then an hour later on Instagram we see an ad for it?
Yeah.
Like that's happened to all of us.
Yeah, my girlfriend calls that Big Brother, or something like that.
Yeah.
But dude, that it doesn't scare me. It kind of
You should.
I think of it kind of like I see cell phones. When cell phones first came out, our parents were like, "Dude, this is gonna be the death of the nation. You're gonna give the power of information to everybody. All the dumb people, all the poor people, all of them they're gonna get rich and they're gonna mess up the country, stuff like that." And then I would say it's based off. The only reason why it hasn't done that was free speech. Why it hasn't gone off the walls. As long as we have free speech and voice, why things are not going to plan or things are not right, I think everyone would be okay. But once you get rid of free speech, okay, then the country could die.
Yeah. And
Right now, what day are we on? We are on June 3rd. What is your prediction on the election in 2024?
I don't know.
It's hard, huh?
I think I don't see Biden winning again or even running again.
Oh. You don't see him running?
No. Hell no, bro. He's going to be what, 80, 78?
He fell again.
Yeah. He probably falls every day, but
They don't cut that on cam.
but I say Trump.
Trump?
Yeah, I think Trump's coming back with an altered message, like more fit.
Cuts BlackRock in half.
Yeah, they're gonna
have every suicide drone known to man fly to the U.S.
it's so sad, bro.
Yeah, that BlackRock thing is crazy, man. And you know what's crazy is that no one talks about BlackRock.
Well, they own 90% of the media. If they wanted you to know about them, you would know about them.
Yeah.
But they stay in the shadows for a reason.
Mm-hmm. With that being said, guys, I think that's the episode. It was a good episode. We went on conspiracy theories. We rambled. We went on tangents.
Yeah,
But we stayed on topic.
Nothing saying is factual, just pure.
Mm-hmm. This is pure conspiracy, and not only that, a lot of citing sources, citing information. It's just more like our reaction to information, people I bring on and stuff like that. And hopefully I shock some of you guys, my fans and stuff, and we'll see what happens in the future. We have this Saturday coming up. I'm gonna record an episode with a DJ, and he's gonna give us the ins and outs of becoming a DJ and someone who's an artist and makes music and stuff. The difficulty and stuff that goes along with it. All right, guys, that was the episode. Please follow all my socials and channels for uploads and updates. 6 p.m. MST for episodes, and every Sunday 6 p.m. MST for teasers. And I have a new show coming out in about a few weeks. It's gonna come out on Fridays, where I'm gonna do a 10-minute rant about a certain subject. I would make sure that it's really juicy. It doesn't have to be something on the news. It could be something that already happened, and I just want to go on a rant about it. And that rant is obviously going to have also facts in there. So obviously it's not a waste of time. Making sure every time and every minute you spend on here
Providing
watching
value.
us provides value. Yeah, let's go. Valuetainment.
Nice.
Yo. All right, guys. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to this channel to help us grow and have a bigger impact. So comment your thoughts down below. Share this channel with your friends and family. This is your host, Jose, hitting escape. Peace.
It's not even close.
I know.
They own 90% of the media. Think about it. They own 90%